Today we're taking a look at Cardano's ADA Coin, performing some technical analysis and making some predictions on where we can expect to see Cardano go in the near future. Let's get into it. I've partnered with Crypto.com to provide my viewers with an awesome opportunity to accelerate their crypto journey. Crypto.com is used by over 50 million users in 90 countries across the globe and is a leading platform for buying, selling and staking crypto. They also offer metal Visa cards with a huge range of rewards that allow you to convert and withdraw your crypto in fiat currency. Crypto.com is offering a $25 sign up reward using my affiliate link in the description or by entering affiliate code RyanProven. Welcome back into Cardano's ADA Coin chart, guys. As you can see, we're currently sitting at a value of 45 cents. So let's zoom in and see where we left off. The last time we took a look at this coin was on the 11th of August. That was right about here, and we were sitting, I suppose, roughly at the 53 cent mark. Now, unfortunately, just after this video, the crypto market took a bit of a tumble, and you can see this upwards trending line that we had originally put in place. I'll extend it out there. It unfortunately failed on the 19th of August as a result of that. Now, what we can do is basically get rid of this line now. It is no longer in play. Where we're sitting now is basically our key horizontal point of support instead. That is a value right now, as you can see, of roughly at about 44 cents. Now, we slightly dipped below that point, but that has managed to sustain itself at this point in time, as you can see here. If that were to completely fail, we would have dropped down to this 31 cent mark roughly. I'll extend that one out as well. So, as I said, right now we're sitting at about that 45 cent point. You can see that we have unfortunately had a cross of the 20-day moving average below the 50-day moving average. This for us is an indicator of a short-term reversal in the price trend. So we're moving in a downwards direction. That is to be expected when we see a dump this quick. Basically, within the space of a week, we went from our high, which was 59.5 cents, all the way down to, I suppose, over here right now on the 20th of August. That was a low of 43.5 cents. Our lowest point we got to was on the 29th of August. That was at 42.4 cents, but we've managed to start moving back upwards and maintain our key support line. Now, what we're going to really struggle with at this point in time is these 20 and 50-day moving averages are now going to act as key areas of resistance for us. So, we don't have really much space between them. That 20-day moving average, in fact, is sitting at 47.6 cents. And, of course, as I mentioned, 44 cents is that key point of support. So, we're only really talking 3 to 4 cents worth of wiggle room right there. Now, hopefully, what we see is a bit of a boost and we get back up. But what it looks like we are seeing, unfortunately, is a bit of a, I suppose, downwards trending flag pattern. This is not what we want to see. It is not a good sign. So, what does it indicate? Well, it indicates that, of course, we've had the price action move in that downward sort of direction, and we're now moving in a bit of a channel continuing that type of trend. You can see here the flagpole upwards, then a downwards one there. What this indicates is we're going to continue downwards. The only thing supporting us right now is that horizontal point of support, but the chart pattern itself is showing another downwards move coming. Hopefully we don't see it, but that is what we are seeing right now at this point in time. Volume wise, not much going on. And in fact, when we did see this big dump, as you can see down here, the volume did not actually go up at all. So for me, I think it looks like the sellers basically were the only people trading at that point in time, and the buyers had just completely dried up, resulting in a quick downwards movement. Not ideal. Let's just zoom out a bit as well, just to get a bit more perspective on where we really are at from an overall perspective. So can we sort of, I suppose, put in place a longer term downwards trend? Yes, I think we can. We can probably justify it by putting, I suppose, the line going From there, we could probably even continue taking it up all the way to, I'd suggest, roughly this point. That is really the downwards trending line that is in place. And you can see we're coming to another critical point as a result of that within the next week or so. This will be major for us. If this line does manage to break upwards, we could actually be in the clear. But at this point in time, things aren't looking terribly good for us on face value, and I'm thinking that this 31 cent mark is possibly on the cards at the moment, unless something amazing happens and the overall market just absolutely starts pumping. Let's take a look at a few other indicators. First and foremost, RSI, and you can see immediately that it absolutely plummeted after that drop. We hit 64.6, not even close, I suppose, to that overbought range. We dropped immediately to 35.95, our lowest point on 26.34.6, and we've climbed back up now to 44.76, which is why we've had this small horizontal move here. The buyers are starting to come back in and sustain the price, probably looking for a bit of a bounce off this horizontal point of support at 44 cents. Now, let's have a look at the MACD. The MACD is actually about to cross, and this is probably one indicator for us that is looking quite promising at this point in time. If we can see that 12-day EMA cross back above the 26-day EMA and the volume start to increase, then hopefully we could possibly see a test of this top line up here, which is coming down the long-term downwards trend. And if we manage to actually breach it, then we could be seeing that potentially the target is that 200-day moving average on the cards. Right now sitting at 68 cents. I think it'll be a bit lower than that by the time this does occur, probably more like 67 or 66 cents. But we need to see the volume come through when this cross does occur. Otherwise, we are in dire straits. It needs to be a convincing cross as well. It can't be shallow. So the volume is really going to be critical right now. I also want to take a look as well at the Bollinger Bands. Now, what are they showing us? Well, they're showing us actually we're not ready for a breakout yet. They are quite wide comparatively to where we have seen other breakups and downs occur in the past. So that's really not helping us at this point in time. Yes, you can see them moving in, and maybe if we are going to see a break, it's going to be likely towards the, I suppose, end of the next 7-day period, or unless this horizontal point of support does actually fail, it'll just break immediately in a downwards direction. Overall, how am I feeling about this chart right now? Well, I don't think things are looking terribly positive. The only positive I'm really seeing right now is going to be a possible test of this downwards trending line if we're able to get through the 20 and the 50-day moving averages. That is going to be the hardest thing right now. Volume is the critical factor here, but all things bar, I'd suggest the MACD are pointing towards a downwards move from a technical perspective. So, to be quite honest, I think 31 cents is likely on the cards, but we will soon find out, of course. If we were to break upwards, certainly I think the 200-day moving average is on the cards for us, but I think that is significantly less likely than a downwards move, just given the current state of play and the fact that not much news is going on. From an FA perspective, Ethereum is about to go through their merge, and if Ethereum jumps, I do suspect we're going to see other cryptos such as Cardano actually move alongside it. So I think really that's all we've got going for us that will occur within the next week, as I discussed in my last video, but time will tell. Price prediction right now, I'm pretty unsure, I suppose, of an upwards movement. I'd unfortunately suggest we'd possibly going to see a drop below the 44 cent mark, a failure in our support, and then a movement downwards to that 31 cent range. That wraps up today's analysis of Cardano's ADA Coin, guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments section below. If you did enjoy today's video, make sure you do leave a thumbs up And if you want to see more of this sort of content, hit subscribe and turn on those bell notifications. I'll leave it there for today, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.